In this video, you will learn more about our new app, Verifyit 365. Verifyit 365 seamlessly connects Business Central with SurePay, the leading real-time bank account verification services across Europe and beyond. This integration automatically checks whether a vendor's or customer's bank account, IBAN, VAT number only in NL, register number or company ID number actually belongs to the correct company or individual, helping you to prevent payment errors and fraud. We will demonstrate in this how you can set up Verifyit and how it can be used. Stop fraud by using our app Verifyit 365 in Business Central. With Verifyit 365 bank accounts of vendors and customers can be checked if these are valid and active. This check is done in the database of SurePay, where the customer and vendor is checked. This check is safely done with the app Connectit 365, where you can create interfaces with SurePay will return to BC if the bank account number and name is active and correct. When the bank account name has a close match but is not 100% correct, SurePay will suggest the bank account name. In Verifyit 365, you can set up actions, what can be done if the bank account is inactive or is incorrect. For example, you can block a vendor for payments if there is no match found. The check will also provide a pre-validation check for the payment if the payment will pass. In this way, you are always secured that you only pay to the right bank account number and prevent human mistakes. When you install Verifyit, a dashboard is available by using the Verifyit role. In the dashboard, you have an overview of the menu items, the customer checks and vendor checks that are done by Verifyit. You have a clear overview of the number of matches, close matches and matches, and how many customers and vendors are blocked because of no match. Verifyit 365 contains two permission sets. The read permission set contains only permissions to read the data that is created by Verifyit. The users who have read permissions cannot check the bank accounts. With the permission set full, the user is able to have access to all functionalities of Verifyit 365. If the user don't have these permissions, the Verifyit tab is not visible. You can add this permission set to users that can read Verifyit. This is standard Business Central functionality. Now we are going to set up Verifyit. Go to the dashboard and click on Setup. In the General tab, it is possible to set the maximum number of checks per month. A message will be sent when you have an overdue amount of checks of the month. Under this field, you can see the amount of checks that are done already for this month. If you have reached the maximum in a month but want to do more checks, you can just change this and then check again. Below the number of checks per month, you will see the total checks that are done. If you click on the number, there is a page with a detailed overview of the checks. In the License tab, you need two licenses. One is for Verifyit 365 and one for Connectit 365. Connectit 365 is used in the background to create a safe connection between SurePay and Business Central. Connectit 365 is also used for logging and error handling in the background. In the Vendor tab, it is possible to set up when the check should be done. There are four options: no check, manual check, auto check new, and auto check new and updated. No check speaks for itself. The IBAN name check for vendors can be disabled by this. Only manual checks will not trigger the auto process of checking IBAN and name. And when you choose auto check new, it will check the IBAN name every time a new bank account is created, and it is also possible to check it manually. When Auto New and Updated is selected, it will auto-check every IBAN name, insert or change on the bank account card, and it is also possible to check it manually. At the right, you can select the Check on Register number. The register number is a standard field on the vendor card. And you can select the Check on VAT registration number. This is also a standard BC field on the vendor card. In the Vendor Action tab, it is possible to set up the actions that can be taken when the check gives a failure back. You can set the standard BC blocked field on the vendor card. For example, if the IBAN name check is sending a no match, you can automatically block the vendor for payment. This will trigger the standard Business Central rules if a user wants to create an invoice and pay this vendor. This will not be possible because of the block status. You can set this up per check type, IBAN name, register number, VAT number, and inactive status of the bank account. For example, with these settings, if the failed IBAN will set the block status on payment and the bank account is inactive, so blocked for all, the block field on the vendor card will be set for all. At the right, there is an auto unblock setting when you manually check and for the batch check. Manual, there are three options. yes, no, and ask. When it is set on ask, you will get a message if you want to unblock. In batch, it is only possible to unblock all or not at all. The settings for the customers are exactly the same as for the vendors, but there is one action extra at the customer side. It is possible to block the customer for shipping when, for example, the VAT number check fails. The option shipping is also a standard Business Central field. Then, in the last tab, there is an alert tab. You can send an email message when there is a failure. When finished, close the page. In the dashboard next to the manual checks, it is possible to check in batch multiple customers and vendors with the available report. You can set filters on the vendor or customer number, or select another field to filter on. When the report is running, you will see which records are checked, and when it is finished, you have an overview of the process records and what customers and vendors are unblocked. This report can be used in a standard job queue to check on regular basis the bank accounts based on the set filters in the report. From the dashboard, we are going to take a look at the vendors. On the vendor card, there is a new tab available where you can see if the default bank account for this vendor is valid. It will show the outcome for the IBAN/name, registration number, and VAT number check. The field status shows if the bank account is active or inactive. When there is a close match of IBAN and name, the registered name at SurePay will be visible in the field name suggestion. The field pre-validation payment will check if a payment with this IBAN would fail or pass. In the field, last check on is visible when the Verifyit check was done. In the number of bank checks, there is visible how many times the check for this IBAN was done. On top of the page, there is a button to check the vendor manually. The same information is available on the bank account card. You can do the check on multiple bank accounts for one vendor, but on the vendor card, only the default will be visible. On the customer card, there is also a new tab available where you can see if the default bank account for this customer is valid. It will show the outcome as for the vendors. Here also, the IBAN/name, registration number, and VAT number check is done. The functionality for customers and vendors is exactly the same. So based on the settings, the customer can be blocked if there is no IBAN/name match or the account is inactive. The standard field blocked is used for this, so when a sales or purchase document is created, there is a check on the blocked field that can influence the actions for creating an order, ship, and invoice. As you can see on the purchase order and invoices, the verified information is also available for the bank account that is set on the document. On these documents, it is also possible to check the bank account again. As you can see on the sales order and invoices, the Verifyit information is also available for the bank account that is set on the document. On these documents, it is also possible to check the bank account again. In this video, you learned how to use Verifyit and learn more about the basic settings. Thank you for watching. Follow us at www.idin.nl to check out other products. Happy verifying!
IBAN. Simplify your workflow. Explore the perfect fit for your industry at idin.nl.